Hey guys, this is Comic Uno and Comic Frontline, and today I'm doing a topic video on the worst Disney Channel shows. So the person who recommended this was RabbitEarsBlog. So if you want to go check out their channel, in the description below there is a link. And guys, if you have any recommendations for future topic videos, please let me know in the comments below, because if I answer them, that means in a couple of weeks it'll either be on Comic Uno or Comic Frontline, because I double dose my topic videos. Usually for Comic Frontline, I have them every Monday or Sunday. Today I had it on Monday. And for Comic Uno, I have them every Friday with my comic book reviews. So be sure to recommend away. So this week, like I said, I'll be talking about the worst Disney Channel shows. So I believe it was 2 weeks ago on my channel, I did a video talking about the best written Disney Channel shows. And that was a hard pick, because there are a lot of interesting Disney Channel shows, and a lot of shows I was nostalgic to, and you have to kind of separate your nostalgia. Now, worst Disney Channel shows was also kind of easy for me. There's definitely been a few in the bunch that I haven't liked. Now, there are some series I've only seen a couple episodes for, and I will let you know. Maybe it got better after, I don't know. But I'll let you know for those shows which ones I've seen only a few episodes for, and which I've seen a lot of episodes for. Now, first is the thumbnail of this video, which is Dog with a Blog. Now, I will say I've only seen a few episodes because, really on probably only an episode here and there. And that's honestly because I really do not like the show. It's weird. You know, I don't feel like a talking dog really works in live action, especially as a TV show. So it just was not interesting or comedic in any way. I just didn't enjoy it. So moving on to number 2, which is a show that is probably not as badly written as Dog with a Blog, but definitely kind of tarnished the franchise of this series, and that is Lilo and Stitch. I mean, this might be more of a debatable one on the list, but I didn't love Lilo and Stitch, the TV show, because it kind of lessened everything that happened in the movie, this idea of family and the experiments, and honestly it was a show that just never needed a TV show, or, I'm sorry, a franchise that never needed a TV show. So Lilo and Stitch is number 2 on this list. There's no particular order, just listing it down. Now moving on to So Random. So this was a spin-off of Sunny with a Chance, and I've seen a few episodes of Sunny with a Chance because it was definitely after my time of watching Disney Channel, so I didn't really get to watch much of it because I didn't really watch Disney Channel at the time. But then you had the kind of Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato thing still going on, and I liked Wizards of Waverly Place when that was on. So anyways, I watched a few episodes, and Sunny with a Chance was okay. It definitely not on the worst list, but probably would have been close. But So Random, because Demi Lovato left the show, they just did not know what to do with the franchise. They were trying to do something with like an all that format, and it just did not work. And I feel like even all that wouldn't work now, because variety shows aren't really as much of a thing now as it used to be. Really all you have is SNL and late night shows. So all that was very much this SNL type show. And then doing it in the 2000s, the late 2000s, it just did not work very well. Another one I think a lot of people will agree on is Jonas Brothers, that TV show. I think they had 2, I don't remember. I feel like 1 they had, and then they made another season that still had the Jonas Brothers, but was like a completely different storyline. This was a shame because I remember I wanted to like this show because I liked the Jonas Brothers growing up, and just did not do well. They're just like, the Jonas Brothers are popular, let's put them in a sitcom format and not think about anything of the show. So definitely on the worst list. Moving on to a newer show, which is Casey Undercover. Now, I remember when this came out, I wanted to at least watch the first episode because I thought it was an interesting premise. It was Zendaya, who I like as an actress, being a spy. And it's so cartoony, though, the way they do the spy work. I feel like there could be some more character interactions like we saw in like Kim Possible or Wizards of Waverly Place that plays with the theme, but not just making it cartoony and kind of bad comedy. And bad action, too, because obviously it's a Disney sitcom. You're not going to get, like, the best choreography, but there's some really bad choreography in the show. Moving on to Jessie, another kind of newer show, which I believe that ended. And I just cannot watch that show at all. Like, I'll be flipping the channels. I'm like, nope, let's move on. I liked Debbie Ryan in Sweet Life and Zach Cody. Well, Sweet Life on Deck is probably one of the better aspects of that show, which we'll talk about later. But I just didn't like her personality here. The kids didn't really have a lot of chemistry with each other. So Jessie is on this list. Moving on to another show that just did not land. It's comedy, and I just didn't really feel the friendships that much, and that was Austin and Ally. It just focused on, oh, kids want to be popular, they want to be celebrities, and that was after the whole Hannah Montana thing. So let's make Austin and Ally, where everyone wants to be a musician. And again, the comedy did not land at all in that show. Moving on to another show that was also a newer one, and that is Liv and Maddie. I would say this is kind of better than some of the other ones on the list, but the acting for Liv and Maddie is so weird. The voice of Liv, I believe, is the celebrity one. I just didn't like it at all. It's just so cartoony and high-pitched that it's hard to watch the show. And obviously, because it's the same actor, you don't really get to see the sisters interacting that much. And that was a shame of the show. I kind of wish they just casted twins instead. Moving on to, I think, a show that we can all agree with was a huge disappointment, and that is Cory in the House. This is the spin-off of That's So Raven. And this was a big disappointment. I don't think any of us wanted a Cory television show, but because the college show fell through, they're going to do a Raven in college show. They didn't end up doing it. They made Cory and his dad in the, go into the White House. And the actors weren't that bad, I'll give it that, but the story just was not needed. It was not That's So Raven or anything you liked about That's So Raven in this show. And obviously Disney Channel knew that too, because it only lasted 2 seasons, and that is pretty bad for a Disney Channel show. They usually at least last 4 seasons with these live action TV shows. Now moving on to the last one, which is also just because it was so disappointing because the original was so good, and that is Sweet Life on Deck. What was so great about Sweet Life and Zach and Cody is that they were in a hotel and, you're on vacation all the time type thing. And now they kind of played on that level and brought them on a cruise boat. And you lost a lot of the actors that made Sweet Life with Zach and Cody so good, like Ashley Tisdale and Mosby was on it, but the mother wasn't on it anymore either. So that kind of ruined a lot of the dynamics on the show. They tried bringing in new characters. I liked Debbie Ryan's character. I thought she was cool, but everyone else was just kind of there to try to replace the other characters and didn't really quite work. So the disappointment of Sweet Life on Deck is a big reason why this show is on this list. So that's my list. I'm sure I could have come up with more, but I haven't seen every Disney Channel show. I'm sure maybe some of the current ones would maybe be on it, but that is the list. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below what are the worst Disney Channel shows in your opinion. Do you agree with me on some of the shows? Do you disagree? Let me know. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic and Comic Frontline. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.